Hi guys, welcome to this video. So in this video we are going to see a deep tutorial on the swept blend tool. So let's get into the video. So first of all, let's click on new and assign your own name. I'm just going to use swept blend underscore tutorial. Sorry, yeah. So then our unit. Yep. So first of all, let me explain what is swept blend. So you can see as it is comes under like between sweep and blend, right? So I have already posted a video on the tutorial about the sweep and blend. Okay, so combining these two features into a single tool is called as swept blend. So in sweep we will create like a pathway. So along that pathway we can create a like a solid feature or surface feature. We can create that into a solid part or a 3D part, right? So this is a constant like how can I say, like a constant dimension. Okay, so on this blend we can provide a various dimensions, like we can draw a circle or else we can draw like turn them into a square or rectangle or anything else or into a ellipse. Okay, so we can turn them, but we can turn them like we can create that by using a single line, right? So let me explain. So whenever we can go for the sweep, like before that let me create a pathway. Okay, so let's create a normal line like this. So I'm going to sweep this line, so we can directly go for the sweep sketch. Okay, so we can, like, we are only allowed to draw a circle like this or any shape for a single sketch. And if we done, you can see this has been created on a like a single surface, like a constant dimension. So if we go for the blend, we can create multiple, like a multiple dimensions, like definitely. Let me just okay, we have to sketch. Let me, okay, I just want to delete it because this is a single line, right? We can edit that. Okay, let me delete this. And this is not going to be a tutorial. I'm just explaining the difference between like blend and swept blend. Okay, so this is a sketch. I'm just going to blend, select this one. So you can see like we can switch the direction for the blend, either like this direction or this direction, but we can't able to make any angles, or we can, like, we can't do anything here. But after creating this sketch we can turn this, like we can't able to turn this, right? So in the sweep, like sweep and blend both are similar, but on the sweep we can just able to create this single circle. But here, as you can see, like let's go for the sections and I'm going to sketch on this point. So here I can turn this circle into a rectangle, like you can see here. Let's go for the center rectangle here. Okay, so like we, like this we can able to turn that, but like now we can't do that because I just have entered a circle here, so there is no corner edges on there. So on the rectangle we did some corner edges. So for explaining that, I can turn the circle into a rectangle. Okay, so I can create a center rectangle here. So after creating that, directly go for the blend, select the sketch and select the distance, and we will directly go for the sketch. So inside that, if you need to draw a circle, you can draw it. Okay, if you want to turn this rectangle into a circle, you can, but directly we can't able to turn. If you directly click on OK, you can see the blend won't work because on this rectangle you can see there are 4 corner edges over there, but on circle there are, like, there will be no edges, right? So for that you have an option called divide. So you can able to divide that. You can divide that into 4 edges like this, but this is not a good process. You have to use you have to use angle for dividing this. Okay, so now you can see that our part, the rectangle, has been turned into a circle. So this is a exact definition, we can say exact thing for the blend. Okay, so this is how this blend tool will work. So swept blend is nothing but we are going to combine sweep and blend on a single tool, so that will be called as swept blend. Okay, so let's get into that. Okay, so I'm just going to have a short intro on this. Okay, so now first of all, for the swept blend, we have to create a pathway like the sweep, right? But here we just create a pathway, so inside that swept blend we can able to transform that like a shapes, like a blend, like blend tool we have done right now. So for creating this pathway you have two options. So one is like inside this sketch you can create this pathway, or else outside this sketch, like without not even getting into the sketch tool, we can directly create a curve over there. Okay, so first of all, let's get this first option by using this sketch tool. So either you can create points like this, and then you can create your profile, or else you can create your profile and then you can plot the points. Okay, so there are two ways why we are plotting the point is, like I will say when we are opening the swept blend tool. Okay, so first of all, let's create the spline here. So it's like a hook feature. Okay, so this is a sketch that I am done, right? So if I directly click on OK, so this is the sweep I'm going to take by using this swept blend. Okay, so we can directly go for the swept blend. So whenever we get into the swept blend, we have four options here. So one is surface and one is one is solid, one is surface, like remove material feature, and this will be thickness here. Okay, so first of all, definitely we will choose solid first of all, and when you click this, we have a same profile whichever we have on the sweep features. So let's see what are all the options that under the references tab. We can see like we can able to change the origin, but that's not right now. We are going to use it. Okay, so next one is like normal to the trajectory line or normal to the production or concept normal direction. Okay, so we can change this. So let's see this one by one. So first of all, for using these options, like we have to create a section right now, right? So for the sections, we have sketched sections or else selected sections. If you are previously created a search like a sections, we can use that, but here we are going to create some sections, right? So we have selected this curve, so that will be first point here, like you can see the arrow mark. So I'm just going to sketch on the first point. Here you can see the coordination system came there. So on the first sketch, I'm just going to create a circle, right? So you can see like there is nothing highlighted here, because on the next point we have to create one more profile so that will be highlighted here. So where is our next sketch? You can see like for the select location, we have done the start. Okay, so start we have sketched. So now we have to insert the next point. So when I click on this insert, you can see it automatically came this section location as an end location. Why it came as an end location? But you don't want to create another sketch on this end location. If you want to create one more profile on this position or in this position, you have to create the 3D point so that you can able to select the 3D point as your next sketch plane. Okay, so here we don't have any points as we have not created any points. So this end point will taken as a default like a section at the last sketch plane. Okay, so let's sketch on the last plane here, and then if we go for the sketch view here, I'm just going to create one more bigger circle in here. Okay, if we click on OK, and you can see it has been done here by using smaller circle to the bigger circle. So this is how this tool will work. But this is a simple thing, but we have to create more and more profiles. So we can easily create a section like profile on the start position and end position, so then other position will get automatically synced together. But what's the use of creating some other, like creating 5 to 4 points and creating like sections 1, section 2, section 3, section 2, section 4, all those things, and combining all those things, like we will get a solid part, right? So that's more important, right? So let's get into that. Okay, so first of all, let's see what are all the options that we have. We can remove the section. Okay, so other than this tangency, like anyway we have this tangency feature, or else we can make this as a tangent. Okay, or else make this as a normal feature here. Okay, so next thing, like let me keep this as a free position here, and options, like if you are going to turn this as a surface, we can able to enable the capped ends. So you can see what is the capped ends, right? So this end is open right now. You can see this end is open right now. If you click on the capped ends, you can see this is a closed right now, closed surface part, but it has been capped at the ends. So what if I'm just going to turn this off, and you can see there is a hollow whole surface in here. Okay. So let's see how to create a points for the section, other more sections to create intersecting other points. Okay, so for that, let me delete this, and either let me go for the edit sketch. Let me just edit all these things. Okay, so let's go for the sketch view. So here at first I'm just going to plot a point. Either you can create a 3D point or a 2D point. Okay, so for 2D point, that want to be visible on the like extruded thing, right? If we quit the sketch, this like these things will never view on that. So I'm just going to use the 3D point. So on this 3D point, first of all, you can plot a point like this, and you can use the spline tool, or else after creating the spline tool, you can also directly use the point, right? So I'm just going to make this like that, right? Or else, like, I haven't creating any dimensions, right? So if you want to create dimensions, you can add that. Okay, so let me adjust something like this to make this as a exact thing, and this is 90. Okay, anyway, we can't able to make this exact thing. Okay, so yeah, this one is good. Okay, what the sketching area? Okay, I think there is a no reference thing on that. Okay, that's fine. Let me delete this, and let me go for the sketch into again. Let's place point and spline. Okay, I forgot to keep that on the point in here. Okay, so after creating the curve and the point, okay, so now you can able to see that you can able to see the points in here, right? So once you use the point inside the sketch, we can't able to view this on the other side. Okay, so we can directly go for the swept blend, select the curve as we done previously, go for the sections and directly start your sketch on the first point. So on the first point, I'm just going to use the circle in here. Okay, so on the next, I'm just going to click on insert. But even now, if you click on insert, you can see this the section location, it will be on the end, but we need this point to be the next point. So I'm just going to click on this point. So now you can able to see the location has been changed. So now you can go for the sketch, and you can see the coordination system has been created on the new point. So you go for the sketch view here. So now for different profile, I'm just going to use the ellipse tool in here. So we can use the center and axis ellipse like this. So now you can see the circle has transformed into a ellipse on this point. So let's go for the insert again. So now I'm just going to select the next point, go for the sketch, and let's go for the sketch view. So here, let me find this. Okay, now I'm just going to create one more ellipse. So this time I'm just going to elaborate on the other side. Okay, so on the next insert, next point, sketch view. So here I'm just going to do the same like this. Okay, so next one, insert. Where is our next point? So this is our next point, sketch view, and same as ellipse. This one is bigger. Okay, and the next one is insert. So that will be definitely our last, even though we have one more point, but that's fine, we can end up our sketch in here. So sketch. Okay, so here I'm just going to make this as a smaller circle like this. Okay, so now I know this is like a creepy thing, but for example I did this. Okay, so don't take it as a serious thing. So this is how we can use this tool. Okay, so here same, we can make this as a surface thing, and also on the options we can make this as a capped edge. Okay, so other than this, like, we will use these things like as a default thing in here. It's okay, so that's fine. So we can use this cadence. Okay, so everything. So other than this, like everything is fine until we are using the circle and like ellipse tool. Okay, so all these circle and ellipse, like these things, like these sketches, these shapes won't have any corners. Okay, so that will be very easy. But when you are going to play with some rectangles, squares, triangles, so that will be very interesting thing in here. Okay, so yeah, let's get into that. Okay, before that, I'm just going to have a close-up view on this shape. Like it looks good, right? So let me undo this and let me go for the sketch again. Sketch view. Sorry. Swept blend. Select this and let's go for the sections. Sketch view. So as we done previously, here for the different shape, I'm just going to use a triangle in here for an example. Okay, but here for the triangle we have to add some specific dimension so that it will be easy. Anyway, this will be 15 and let's make this as a equilateral triangle. Okay, it has a point on entry. Where is it point on entry? I don't want this. Yep, everything is equal, right? Why it is okay? Let's make this 26 and this is 13. Okay, so this is triangle. It has a 3 corner edges. So let's click on OK. So this will get very interesting when we are going to turn this triangle into a circular part. So let's go for the insert, select the next point, go for the sketch, go for the sketch view. So like you think it will be simple, like we are going to draw a simple circle and if you click on OK, you can see it will be transformed, right? But it is not. Why? Because the triangle, right, let me show. Because the triangle has 3 corner edges, but in circle we don't have any edges. But if the profile is circle, if we are going to draw ellipse or like ellipse or some like circular thing which doesn't have any corner edges, so that will be fine, the profile will be created. But if you are going to use some corners, you have to calculate all the corners. If you are going to have 3 corners, even though if I draw a square with 4 corners, like this won't work, right? So this is how you have to work. So what's the solution for this? So for this, for the triangle we have 3 corners, right? So either you can create the by using the divide tool simply, or else you can use the angles here. Okay, so this will be 90. So I think this will be 360 divided by 3. What is that? Like 120. Let me let me delete this line. So we have divide in here, so I just divided here. Sorry, I divided that or not? Okay, I think wait, I forgot. Yep. Okay, so let's make this also. Why we have to use some other tools in here? I don't want this perpendicular anymore. 120. So divide 1 here and 1 here. So now after dividing into 3 parts, we can able to see an arrow mark in here. So arrow mark is like it is a twisting part, like we are going to twist the triangle here. So let me click on OK here. Why it is not highlighting in here? I think we have done some more thing. Wait, let me look at that. Okay, I think it has more twisting. 1 2. Okay, sorry, I forgot to keep the third divide in here, I think. Yeah, sorry, bye. Sorry, I really forgot to keep the third divide because it has 3 corners, right? I just have use the divide tool in 1 and 2 points. I forgot to keep on the third point. So that's the issue that I have done. You can see on the first profile. Let me just go for the first profile. Like you can see the arrow mark, like from the left side down towards the right side down, right, this direction. Okay, once again we can go for the section 2 and let's go for the sketch. Here you can see it is on the other side, so we have to use this point towards this direction. You can also use this point, but you can see this point, like this is the point, this is the arrow mark side, right? So this point will come, twist around and will join on the next position where we have that secondary arrow mark. So how we can make this as a linear thing? So for that, select this particular point, move your cursor away from that, press your right mouse button, hold on your right mouse button, and go for the start point. Click that, and you can see this is your start point. So now if you click on OK, you can see like this is the start point of the first sketch, so that has been evenly aligned with the new start point, right? So this is how you can do that, right? I hope you guys have understood, right? So yeah, let's go for the insert again. Insert, next point, sketch, and here let's go for the sketch view. Okay, so I think everyone will have doubt on that, but so first profile we have did a triangle, so that we have to divide three sections into the second sketch. So what about the third sketch? So if I'm going to draw this as a very smaller circle, what if happens? So we have to do the same in here, right? So we have to define the corners anyway, because the projection, it will come up from the first circle, right? So let me keep this as 10 itself. Okay, and here I'm not going to add some specific angles, I'm just directly going to delete that start point. Okay, so now you can see it has been done. Okay, so let's get into the insert again. Go for the next point here, sketch view. So here we can't able to use the rectangle, right? Because we have three corners over there, but we can't able to turn that into four. What else we can do in here is like we can use ellipse like this. Ellipse won't have any corner definitely, so I'm just going to divide that 1 and 2 and 3. Let's make this as a start point. Okay, done, right? And next, insert. So yeah, sketch view, same ellipse. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger, 250. Divide it 1 2 3, make this as a start point. Done, right? And then the next, like let me keep that as a end position. Sketch view. So here I'm just going to end up with the circle, or else you can end up with the ellipse itself. Let's end up with a small ellipse. Divide 1 2 and 3, and I'm just going to change this as a start point. Okay guys, so that's all. As you can see, like this is how we can use the swept blend. So here we have done different sections, and you can able to understood like we are going to change the start point, how we did that, and how profiles are changing. You can able to see that we have changed the triangle profile in here into the circular profile, and then we have turned that into an ellipse, and finally we just end up with the small ellipse, right? So make it a surface if you're going to use up with the surface, cap and ends. Okay, so that's all. Like I think we have made a banana right here, like yeah. Okay, so that's all guys. I hope you guys have understood something in this video. Okay, so like we will see the next video with a very interesting content. I think we will meet our next video tutorial, that will be on the rotational blend, I think so. Okay, so that would be also similar to this. Okay, so thank you guys, we will see in the next video with very interesting content. Until then, bye.